Hello, I'm Divya Gopalan in Kuala Lumpur with the top stories on Al Jazeera. Afghanistan's president is appealing for foreign troops to use caution after NATO rockets accidentally hit a family home, killing 12 civilians. It happened during the new push by joint NATO and Afghan forces against the Taliban in Helmand province. President Hamid Karzai has called for an investigation into the civilian deaths. Al Jazeera's James Bass is in Kabul.
They were using these rockets to try and target a compound where they say the Taliban had been firing at them. They say that in those attacks by the Taliban, one Afghan soldier and one international soldier has been wounded. But they say that somehow when they fired at this compound, the rockets didn't hit the intended target and hit a spot some 300 meters away. And that's where these 12 civilians were killed, but certainly not what the international forces wanted, the news they wanted from this operation.
U.S. Secretary of State Hillary Clinton says she wants peaceful engagement with Iran, but not while it's pursuing nuclear weapons. Clinton's trying to rally support for tougher sanctions against Iran over its nuclear program. She called Tehran's actions provocative. 5 Australian Muslim men have been sent to prison for plotting an attack on Australian soil. Their sentences range between 23 and 28 years. The men, aged from 23 and 44, were convicted last year of stockpiling weapons and bomb-making components with the aim of causing large-scale death and destruction. They had pleaded not guilty. The UN Special Envoy to Myanmar is in the country for a 5-day visit. Thomas Quintana arrives 2 days after the release of senior opposition figure Tin Oo from a 7-year detention. Quintana has asked Myanmar's military government for a meeting with the detained democracy leader Aung San Suu Kyi. The government has promised to hold elections this year. And Japan's economy has grown faster than expected in the last 3 months of 2009. Gross domestic product rose by 1.1% in the last quarter. The expansion was driven by a rebound in domestic demand and corporate investment. Now, for the latest updates, you can always log on to our website, and the address is aljazeera.net/English.